I've had some conversations with multiple degree black folks on this whole issue of, well, you know, he got a lot on his plate. He can't do a lot with black folks because white folks are going to get upset. So he knows that he can't do some stuff until the second term. I then respond, when is a second term guaranteed?
But I think their response is it definitely won't if he becomes the black president.
Now, right, but
he's the black president, not the president who happens to be black.
But then my response to them is, so what white folks might potentially think causes you to be silent about what you want. I said, and what that tells me is, I said that's the best example of white supremacy. If you are quiet, that if you purposely say, I'm not going to ask for anything because they might get upset, and so therefore...
But the thing is, Roland, I think that's less about deferring to someone who's white and deferring to someone who's the majority and you cannot vote. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I think I'm saying that from a numerical standpoint. I don't
but the issue is not a numerical issue, because it's not. Because it's not a question of, well, he needs their vote. When you look at the CBS poll that was done on the Tea Party, where you had nearly 30% who thought he was doing more for black people anyway.
That's a Tea Party poll.
No, but my point is, if people are, even if you might think they're not doing a lot, and they still think you're doing more, but also define more. The point I'm making is,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, it's just to me it's crazy. It's crazy
I know,
though.
But you know what? But the thing is, I don't. You know, you're younger. I'm younger. I think that it's hard.
I'm talking to young people. But see, that's what got me. I'm talking to people who have essentially talked themselves out of advocating for certain things out of fear that if they do get it, that might hurt him getting a second term. And I go back to the most basic premise. There is no guarantee if he does it or doesn't do it, then he gets reelected anyway. So my deal is, why do you wait?
But I'm in agreement with you. The only thing I think is slightly unfair in terms of the conversation or comparative analysis is that when groups got upset with Clinton on whether it was, you know, gay rights issues or other issues, and it was like, well, we have to let him work through the first term because he's a white, straight guy. It's not perceived as you're letting down a specific group. And that's what I think is a bit unfair about the analysis, is that if he were a white president, I think he's being held to a different standard because he's black.
No,
do you think that's right?
But we're holding him to a different standard because he's black too. See, because of ways.
Okay.
So it's not just whites are holding him to a different standard.
Right.
Black folks are as well. And so we have bought into this notion of, oh no, we can't say anything.
We disagree on whether or not it's an accurate notion, though.
No, but it's just, but at the end of the day, it's crazy because again, I start from the premise: there's no guarantee whether he's black or white that he gets reelected. No, but it doesn't matter. I mean, there was President George H.W. Bush didn't get reelected.
Right.
So there's no guarantee of a second term.
I don't agree with you.
And my whole deal is, so I start from the premise: if there's no guarantee of a second term, I'm gonna ask for something now, versus go. I don't want to say nothing,
right?
Because that might hurt the brother down the road.
But the thing is, Roland, I'm not disputing everything that you're saying is accurate. I think what I'm disagreeing with is whether or not I can dismiss people who feel that way as just all out crazy. That's what I'm disagreeing with.
No, I can call them crazy.
I know. I just don't agree with that.
Because here's the deal. When I look,
because you could take that line all the way, you know, across the country and say something like, well, so why doesn't he just go on TV and say gay marriage today, gay marriage forever? And it's like, maybe he will say that. He might say that in the second term. He's not saying it now. That's why I don't think it's fair to say that it's crazy to think that way.
Here's what is fair. When the gay and lesbian community felt the president was not moving forcefully enough on Don't Ask, Don't Tell, they closed their checkbooks for the midterm elections. Okay. And so the White House got the message. We saw what took place right after the midterms. Then we saw where he told DOJ not to file further appeals with the Defense Marriage Act. No, but what I'm saying is, this is a constituency that did not say, hey, we understand. What I'm saying is, for black folks, we cannot sit here and be silent and act as if, no, let's not ask for anything because it might impede a second term when there's no guarantee you're going to get one anyway.